just doing some handicapping with like college football. I like to do it. Just maybe doing some talk through of like what like a ideal and feasible season might be. That's not too out of the ordinary. What's the word I'm looking for? Um, Realistic outcome maybe. So maybe if you say you do your research that um, through the whole football season, college football, you pick 30 games, all right? And you get your accuracy of like 0.68% of them right, which is doing pretty good. Um, and assuming that you bet each game like minus 110, the standard. I just want to figure out how much on average, what would you make it with just your accuracy? And if you started like with a $100 account, and every game you just bet half of your bankroll. So the first time we bet 50, and if we won 50 off of that, it'd be like 40 something. Then we bet 70, then we add it on to that. So that's what this code does. Also assumes that if you're doing a super freaking low, that you can never bet more than $110,000 a game with a casino. So, but yeah, then it's just a trialation of doing 1,000 experiments of it. Not experiments, but essentially what's going to print out is out of 1,000 times, how many. Wait, I'm going to do this here. Yeah, 100. We'll do starting. The first number it's going to print is how many times on a trial, how many times on average out of 1,000 times you would be above your starting value of $100 initial deposit, and what the medium is and what the average is. So this is saying you score 68% and you only do 30 games, so you only like really do your homework and you play 30 games, like one a week or two a week pretty much. So because you can't ever have two games at the same time, so like the same, you can't like play two 11 o'clock games Central Time. So if you did that, you would, and start with $100, you at the end of the season, and the median would be like 176. So it's kind of like your average. And then pretty much 369 times out of those 1,000 trials, you ended up more than $100. You came out, you got some sort of money. And average is 7,400. That's a little weird because if you do super well, like compound interest keeps doubling. So that's what I saw. But the median, I think, is a better score. If you keep doing this, yeah, sometimes 513. Hit that is the median, but somewhere you have around there. So, but it's kind of crazy. So if you dip this down, like lose 0.8%, then you start only getting like less than half of your account ever gets to you lose money. Like this time, whatever this like 62% of the time, or 72. It's nuts. So, and if you get the 63% picking the rate, you're still losing money more than half the time. It's kind of crazy. What if this will ever go up? Let's just stick at that 62. But yeah, I think I'm going to graph this and chart this. It's probably somewhere on the internet, but I was just kind of playing around for the fun of it, I guess. But let's just say like you do super well, because you only do 30 games and you get 80% right. It's like probably unheard of, but yeah. So if you start with $100, like median times 12,000, so what is that? 10 times, 100 times, 120 times your initial deposit, I guess. If you did it through the whole season. It's pretty crazy. Still like only like, yeah, 33 times. I mean, 23 times out of 1,000. You still go negative. That's kind of crazy. But anywho, that's that.